have both had their struggles this season and have both faced a lot of adversity, as have pretty much all high school sports programs in this country. With COVID going on, they've had to worry whether they would even have a season to begin, and certain things that have come up have challenged whether they could continue that season. But luckily for all of us here today, they were able to continue. They were able to come together and have this game today on Ferg's turf. So it'll really be a treat for all of us here today. Talking with some of the players before the game for Harriton, many of them were simply just excited to be outside in this great weather today. Well, really moderate weather today, but still. And being out there playing the game that they love against their crosstown rival, and really it's just exciting. For the Rams, they'll have big Nate Johnson in at goalie, and I've known Nate for many years. He really loves playing goalie. He views it as the most important position on the lacrosse team, and he takes joy and pride in how he handles himself at the position. For the LM boys varsity team, they are led by number 22, Henry Bard, who is a junior, and he is in fact committed to Duke University. Yes, that's right, the Duke for lacrosse. So he'll certainly be a lot for the Rams to handle today. Look for him to score a couple of goals. And both teams today, lots of passion for the game. If you are wondering what the other Harriton students are doing outside of the field on the track, you can see over there, that is the Harriton track team. Those are the boys. The girls are on the near side. And, you know, even though they might not be here for the lacrosse game, it certainly will add to the intensity of that this game holds. Of course, the Harriton versus LM narrative, lots on the line, but with many of your peers viewing the game, watching to see if you can take down your LM foe, it just adds to the intensity, to the pressure, and adds really to the excitement. As we can see, the Harriton boys team are doing some of their warm-ups for the game, and we see that all of the boys are really getting mentally prepared, as this game is going to not just require strength and skill, it is going to require a mental component. Being through so much already this year, and now getting to face your crosstown rival really just adds to that pressure, to that excitement that these boys are feeling. Less than a minute left before the game kicks off. The refs are conferring, and they hope to have a nice, clean game, hoping the tensions don't run high. Both sides now getting their respective squads together. Coaches are both trying to pump up their team, trying to inspire them and get a little life into their squads. For the seniors for both sides, it's really been an emotional experience so far, not only in lacrosse this year, but overall. You know, at the end of last year, of course, they were thinking, thank God I'm not a senior this year, and now at the end of this year, now sort of feeling the opposite way of wishing that they had more time at each school, but again, that is the way it goes.
Good afternoon.
And they're just hoping to get a little joy back here and get the last win on this storied rivalry.
By student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request that everyone present demonstrate support for the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, team representatives, or anyone on site will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the Harriton Athletic Facility. Now, if you all will please rise for the playing.
The national anthem is about to be played. Play ball. And as we can see, both teams now getting excited for the game. the shot there for LM goes out of bounds. This Harriton defense so far has been tested, and they've looked to have been aggressive, which is certainly a good sign for the rest of the game. Passing back out to LM for the shot, and it goes in. Score one of the game goes to LM.
Lower Merion goal scored by number 27, Dylan Peterson.
And the score 1-0 with LM striking first. Can't be happy if you're Mr. Ranieri, the coach of the Harriton boys lacrosse team. Hopefully his team will be able to come back. And Evan Prince there getting it, and it is stolen by LM, but the ref does. They're throwing flags all over the place, and they finally blow the play dead. Let's see these zebras come together. See what the call is. And
Personal foul against Harriton.
looks to be a personal foul against Harriton. So LM will go on the attack again, trying to create an even bigger lead. Deciding what to do with it. The LM ace is very methodical in their passes and shots. The save there from goalie Nate Johnson. Looks for the right pass, is being harassed. And the refs blow it dead before any disaster can happen. And again, the refs blow the whistle. LM with the ball. Passing it around. They look for the shot here. Good save there by goalie Nate Johnson. LM picks up the ball again. And the refs. Controversial call there. Giving the ball to the Aces. Let's see if the Aces can do anything with this advantage. And close one there, but they do put it back in for the goal for LM. Make that 2-0 LM.
Scored by number 13, Simon Rosen.
With Simon Rosen scoring the goal for the Aces. If you were the coach of the Aces varsity boys lacrosse team, you have to be happy with this start. I mean, very little time of possession for the Rams, and your squad so far has controlled this game rather mightily, and you've gotten the shots you've wanted, and you've gotten the scores. So let's see if the Rams can turn it around, and the play is blown dead before anything can happen. And LM with the ball, taking it into the Harriton zone. Dancing around there. But the Aces seem to have control now. Passing it around. They don't seem to be in any hurry, as they have been controlling this game. And number 24 for LM has the ball up top, goes in, passes it out. Number 5, looking, passes it. And number 13 there, Avi Ragazzino, who's a sophomore, showing some life, some aggression to the Harriton defense. LM still with the ball, has yet to take a shot on this possession, so that definitely shows you the patience that this LM team has exerted so far. Looking for the right shot, and in a game where sometimes you can struggle to score goals, being selective with your shots can sometimes be a good thing. And 13 right in front. Saved by number 1, Nate Johnson. Looking for the outlet pass. Looks like he's going to go to number 10. And back to Nate Johnson. He has some room now. Passes it back out to 10. And the Rams trying to get some momentum here. As number 3 for the Rams is Ross Prince, the brother of Evan. The Rams swinging it around now. And Ross being attacked by the defender. And the ball stolen by LM. Getting control now. Henry Bard makes the pass. His teammate cannot control. Harriton picks up the ball. And the LM squad pushes him out of bounds, but the play continues on now. Bard going in, gets the pass, or rather gives the pass. LM with the ball now. Makes a couple of passes. Henry Bard going in. He's the biggest player out there, so that certainly, I'm sure, gives him a nice advantage. LM, again, not being pressured by this Harriton defense. No one is going out there trying to make a stop, more so hoping that the LM offense will give it back to them, which so far the offense has not. Passes it inside for the shot, and another goal for the LM Aces.
Lower Merion goal scored by number 30, Declan Mon.
The goal scored there by Declan Mon. And the Rams trying to keep their spirits high, as, of course, they can easily come back from 3-0, but the way that they've been playing so far, it'll look hard to do that. Evan taking the draw again, and gets control. Looks to drive in, passes it to number 3's brother, and the Rams score for the first goal of the day. Brother to brother. What a way to start the goal scoring from the Rams. Quite the play there. I mean, could not have drawn it up better if I had tried. And right back now. The Harriton and LM will both take the draw. And it looks like Evan Prince will get it again. Let's see if he looks to drive in like he did last time. And makes a nice move. And he shoots and scores! A nice goal there from the senior Evan Prince.
That goal is sponsored by the White family.
And right back at it. Evan again will take the draw, or seems to be a little hesitancy, so maybe it'll be someone else for the Rams taking the draw. But as we've seen, this game quickly went from a 3-0 game to a 3-2 game, and looks like there's been a timeout taken. As we've seen in this game, it went from 3-0 to 3-2 in the blink of an eye, showing that in lacrosse, the game can change on a dime. And so far we've seen two very different approaches from both of these teams. With the LM Aces, they've looked to gain control, they've looked to make their passes very methodically, drive in sometimes, and look for their shot, being very patient, using a lot of the clock. And it's been mostly successful for these Aces. And in the last 2 minutes for the Rams, their approach has been, get me the ball, I will shoot it right off the draw. And so far it has worked, as those 2 goals that were scored were, close to 10 seconds off of the initial draw. So it'll be interesting what Coach Ranieri draws up and what his team goes with out of the huddle, because so far the Harriton Rams have had little success when they do not win the draw. And I'm sure that has been a focal point in their discussions. Back out there is Evan Prince for the Rams. The whistle blows, and and Evan and his teammate run into each other, giving LM the ball. Can't be happy there if you are Coach Ranieri. And the ref blows it dead, giving it to the Rams. And looks like another break. The refs coming together to discuss. It is nice here to note that there are a good number of fans in the stands, and really that's a great thing, considering that for many, many months the Harriton Rams were not able, one, to host any games. And when you think about, at that point, trying to host fans as well, it was most certainly out of the question. So the fact that parents are here, friends are here, and coming out, being able to support their friends and family is really just a great sight. I'm sure that all the fans in the stands are just so happy to be with their loved ones that they haven't been able to be with, and being out for such a great occasion as a cross-town rivalry lacrosse game, that would put a smile on anyone's face. So it looks like LM will keep possession here. With 24, passing it to the top of the key. And five, trying to find a hole. Very much so like the Aces' first few possessions, where they look to drive in. If they can't, they will pass it back out, but finds his teammate on the back, and sorry for the obstruction there. Passes it back out to 27. Looks to drive in. With the shot there. Saved by goalie Nate Johnson. Finds his teammate. Has to be a penalty there, but the refs do not call it. And a bit of a skirmish, but the refs seem to be working it out. Let's see what the refs do here, and it looks like it will be Harriton ball. Henry Bard getting his team into position, as you can see, yelling at them. And Harriton with the ball here. Evan Prince gets the pass, gives it back out. Quick shot there, saved by the LM goalie, number 41. And even with that possession where the Rams didn't win it off the draw, they still shot the ball rather quickly, making just a few passes. And yet still able to get a quality shot. So two different approaches that we've seen, two have been somewhat successful. The refs blow the whistle here. And a turnover for the LM Aces. Harriton picks up the ball. They're driving. Number 9 with the ball. Passes it back out to Prince. Prince gives it to Prince. Back to Prince. So many Princes. And with the pass there. The goal there for these Harriton Rams. What a nice goal there to tie up this ball game.
Harriton goal scored by number 7, Jonah Paniagua.
The goal was scored there by number 7, Jonah Paniagua.
That goal sponsored by the Frederick family.
On the draw again. With just over a minute left. It was 3 nice goals from the Rams. I mean, they've really responded well. After being down 3-0, they've made a nice effort to get back into this game. Something which I'm sure the LM coach is not happy about. His team had Harriton right where they wanted them. Getting good possessions, making their shots, making their passes, and scoring when the time was right. And now this Harriton team has stormed back with a vengeance, shooting the ball quickly, whole different game plan, but yet the teams are currently tied. And the Ace is trying to do something about it, but it is saved by number 1, Nate Johnson. Fun fact about Nate Johnson, in my phone, his contact is Johnson Cena, as in the professional wrestler John Cena. So that is my Nate Johnson fact of the day. And that's the end of the first. And the score is tied. Harriton 3, LM 3. We'll be right back here on HHS TV, so stick around. And we're back with HHS TV's live coverage of the Harriton LM Boys Varsity Lacrosse game. A fun and entertaining matchup so far. The teams have switched sides, and the draw here. Evan Prince getting it again. He's been pretty dominant for the Rams so far. Looks to drive in, and there's a penalty right there. Both refs calling it, but finally they put a stop to it. The fans helping the refs with their call there, and it looks like they're going to give the ball to the Rams. Before he was tripped, Evan there, he was driving in, looked to go for the shot. It was a very nice possession for the Rams. The refs waiting to signal for each other. And Ross here, giving it to his brother. Around the horn for the Rams, something that they haven't really been doing so far yet in this game. Maybe trying to slow the pace down, assert their dominance a bit. And cross-field pass that gets away there, but still Rams possession. And this possession so far has been somewhat uncharacteristic for the Rams, as they like to drive in early, shoot if they have the open shot, and hopefully it goes in. But this one works out for them. Another goal for the Rams. That is 4 unanswered from Harriton. And so far, the LM Aces have not had an answer to those 4 goals. The goal was scored there by Josh Smith. Josh Smith, fun guy to play some pickup football with. Gets quite into it. So the score now, 4-3 in favor of the Rams. Coach Ranieri must be happy on the sidelines. His team faced a good amount of adversity. I mean, not only coming into this game, but to start. And they have stormed back. They've shown that they are up to the task. And again, with the ball here. Around the horn once again for the Rams. Let's see if they go with a slower or more fast-paced possession. Evan trying to drive in there, not getting much, so he kicks it out. The Rams getting the ball here. And I think the Rams are a bit encouraged by this home crowd. You can hear the chants of "Let's go white," meaning the Rams, from this crowd, and it has looked to energize the team. A bit aggressive from the LM defense, but Harriton still keeps the ball here. Let's see if they try to look to their senior leader, Evan Prince. But the ball is stolen by none other than Henry Bard, the leader of this LM team. He shoots it from far away. Doesn't go in. Nice save there from goalie Nate Johnson. And the Rams take it back now, looking to drive down. Nice pass there. And saved. So LM will take back possession here. Oh, but the ball is stolen by the Harriton Rams. But they cannot convert. As the Rams pick up the ball here. And that's going to get a whistle from the refs.
Timeout taken by Harriton.
And there's a timeout here taken by the Harriton Rams. We'll be right back on HHS TV's live coverage of the Harriton LM Boys Varsity Lacrosse game. Welcome back to HHS TV's live coverage of the Harriton LM Boys Varsity Lacrosse game. Harriton will keep possession here, and ever since going down 3-0, Harriton has controlled this game. I mean, on all aspects, really. They've certainly had more time of possession and have controlled the ball well. And on the defensive side, Nate Johnson making a couple of nice saves for the Rams to keep this nice LM team at 3. There's the shot there, saved. Harriton picks up the ball. They look for cuts inside. Pass there. The shot. No. The refs say no goal at first, but now they do. The goal was scored by number 3, Ross Smith. That's his second of the day. Nice goal there for the Rams. And the Harriton crowd here, this home crowd, they really love it. They what a great storyline too. Evan, this will be his last game for the Rams. Last Harriton LM game for the Rams, excuse me. And his brother scoring 2 goals in the game, looking to keep up the Prince domination for the Rams. And a bit of squirming, so no one has gotten possession yet. But the refs are going to be giving it to Harriton. They pass it in to their senior, Evan Prince, who again is committed to Lafayette for college for lacrosse. So it's great for him and his family. We wish him all the best. Around the horn now. Harriton's driving in, looking for the shot. Picks up the ball, but no, it is stolen by LM. Hopefully that steal can help LM restart their offense, as it has been somewhat silent since scoring those 3 goals to start the game. They drive down there. And trying to go inside, but instead they flip it in the back of the goal. Flip it behind the goal, excuse me. And as LM looks to set up their offense here, They go for the quick goal off the post and back out. And this Harriton crowd is quick to help the refs out in their decision. And the refs seem to be a bit conflicted, but now they are giving it to the Harriton Rams. The Rams here with possession, trying to open up a 2-goal lead on the Aces. Passing it around. Driving in. Right in front of the goal. And saved for LM. It's a nice team save there from LM. Lots of people involved. And LM looks to set up their offense. And now, sorry for the obstruction again. They drive in. Shot is no good. But LM will keep the ball here as they look to set up. One name that you might have noticed me not mention is for the Rams is one Lachlan Northington. Lachlan, earlier in the season, he broke his arm. It's a tough break there for the senior, who was most certainly a emotional part of the team. And I do happen to have Latin with him, and in Latin he is always talking about lacrosse, loves the game, is really hoping that his team can get the win here today, and wants to be sent out of this rivalry with a win, and the Rams here have played like they want to give it to him. And another nice save there from goalie Nate Johnson. Looks to face another shot here though, but LM will not. They will set back up. Passing it around the horn is LM. Once again, being methodical with their shots. If the shot is not there, or if the drive is not there, then they are completely fine with not shooting it. There seemed to be not exactly what I'm sure their coach had drawn up. Easy save there for Nate Johnson. Nice pass there from the Rams. Another nice pass there. It looked to set up right in front, but it is a nice save there from the Aces. The LM goalie sending it down right over back to the other goalie, Nate Johnson. And Rams here pick up the ball. But the Aces gain possession. Possession has been an issue for both teams, giving up the ball a few times for each side. And the shot there wide, no good. Goalie Nate Johnson thinks about going after it, but decides against it, as LM keeps possession here. So LM going around the horn once again. Going in for the shot there. LM drives. Picks up by goalie Nate Johnson. Looks for an outlet pass. Finds one. And number 11 for the Rams drives in past the goal.
130 in!
And we can still hear the passionate Rams fans. And the shot there over the head of the goalie. And the refs will be giving it here to LM. Some fans here not liking the call. But guess what? They're the refs. The Aces here, looking to set up. But indeed, taking their time with it, with just 10 seconds left in the quarter, looking to get one last final shot off. And the Rams here playing nice defense. It doesn't look like they'll be able to. Oh, excuse me, that was 1 minute left. Oh, and the LM Aces are able to score.
Scored by number 27, Dylan Peterson.
A nice shot there from this LM team. The Rams, I'm sure, a bit discouraged. They were on a 5-0 run before, but now LM looks to come back, and again, less than a minute left in the quarter, and they give it up. They hadn't given up a goal all quarter, and with just a minute left, they give one. And seems to be some confusion there, but picked up by Evan Prince. Spins around his defender. What a nice move. He looks to drive in to try to get that goal back. He cannot. LM picks it up. Less than 30 seconds left in the quarter. Nice move from LM there. It is the Rams ball with about 15 seconds left. It'll be interesting to see if they can make anything of it. Goalie Nate Johnson smartly throwing it down. Let's see if they can get one last shot off. And a nice save there from the LM goalie. And the horn sounds. At the end of the first half, your score, the Harriton Rams 5, the LM Aces 4. An interesting and close game so far. Both teams walking to their locker rooms. We'll catch you right here on HHS TV's live stream next for the second half of the Harriton Boys Lacrosse varsity team against the LM Boys varsity lacrosse team. Right here on HHS TV, so stick around. Welcome back to HHS TV's live coverage of the Harriton LM Boys Varsity Lacrosse game. The score, 5-4 in favor of the Rams. And again, one score difference with a whole half left can be easily overcome. So for the Aces, they can't be discouraged. They have to keep going really how they were in the first quarter, because that was when they were playing their best lacrosse. And for the Rams, they can't take their foot off the pedal. In the second quarter, they were really shining, taking control of this game. But with a minute left, they were able to give up that goal to make the game 5-4. So hopefully the Rams will be able to keep their foot on the pedal to continue. And turnover here, so the Aces will gain possession. And number 5 with the ball for the Aces, setting up again. Very spread offense. And now with the ball, number 22, Henry Bard, looks to drive in, getting a lot of attention from the Harriton defense. Nice shot there, but saved by the post. And 12 for the Rams, bringing it up. Has some room to run. Puts it in the middle. Nice try there from the Rams, but the stop. And LM will gain possession. Goalie for the Aces, passing it there, and LM, no problem, getting it into their offensive zone. And the Aces not forcing anything, looking for the right passes. The Aces not, as of right now, looking for any bang-bang plays, but could change. They leave him open for the shot. Oh, and he passes it instead. And turnover there from the Aces. They were shaping up to have a nice offensive possession, possibly ending in a goal. But the Rams squashed that, and goalie Nate Johnson puts it out, and the Rams give it up there. Some possession issues for both teams, getting it stripped, but it ends up in the possession of the Rams, so that's good news. And Evan Prince here with the ball, giving it up. The Harriton offense setting up somewhat behind the goal and able to get the ball there. And the Rams being smart with this possession, trying to get the best shot possible, which is something that they didn't really do so much in the first half. So it will be interesting to see if they can sustain this throughout the half. But again, didn't end so badly for them, as they were and currently are still winning. LM taking the ball up now. 23 for the Aces has the ball. And is setting up here in no particular hurry. And 31 for the Aces drives in, looks to dump it off to his teammates, and number 5 gets the ball for the Aces, but behind the net. And the Aces setting up now. And going for the shot there. Saved just on the goal line by goalie Nate Johnson. If you are the LM offense, you have to be a bit discouraged there. Setting up very nicely and doing everything right on the possession, but just not being able to cash in. And now the Harriton Rams having a chance to go in front. And the Rams score there. It was a very nice shot there. And
Harriton goal scored by
the goal was
Morgan Williamson.
Scored by number 21 Morgan Williamson.
That goal sponsored by the Pagano family.
The Morgan Williamson also played some pickup basketball with him recently at Gladwin Park. Gladwin Park becoming a much more attractive destination than once previously. I mean, with just one basketball court in the park, you'd think that it wouldn't attract as many visitors as, say, Narberth Park or South Ardmore, but yet it has become somewhat of a hot destination. So that's your parks info for the Lower Merion Township. And there seems to be a timeout. Both teams will huddle up. So stick around for HHS TV's coverage. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to HHS TV's coverage of the Harriton LM boys varsity lacrosse game. And taking the draw here will not be Evan Prince, but Ross Prince, his younger brother. So I'm sure Mr. Ranieri was thinking one Prince for the other. And LM getting the ball here. Driving in, passing it out, but again, unsuccessful there, and Harriton gains possession. The play will start with goalie Nate Johnson, who passes it. And the Rams running up the sideline. For the Rams, they look to set up their possession behind the net. And driving in there would have been a nice shot. But Harriton is able to maintain possession, so it's good news for the Rams. the LM defense trying to be a bit physical, which is a good sign, but the ball is on the ground for a while, but is picked up by the Aces and gets intercepted by Harriton. They pass it to and the shot there wide. And the Aces with the ball. Passing really has not been too much of an issue for either team. But on these last couple of nice long possessions for each of these teams, they haven't been able to get off a quality shot, which for the goaltenders has been great news, but for the scoreboard and the excitement of the game has not been as great. The LM Aces shooting it behind the goal, and it is picked up by the Rams, the home crowd liking that call, and goalie Nate Johnson kicks it out to his team. Nice move there by the Rams, and the Rams look to drive in, and it looks like it'll go back to LM possession. LM storming up the field now. And going right in there. Trying to go for the shot. Goalie Nate Johnson being a bit physical, which is certainly something that you like to see out of your 6'2" goalie. Makes a nice move there, makes the defender miss, but cannot come up with the pass, and LM will take possession with exactly 4 minutes left in the third. You have to be wondering what the LM coach is thinking here. His team not being able to score so far in the third, down 2 goals now, and not getting very much traction on offense. Let's see if the LM Aces can find something new here, because so far in this quarter, what they've been doing has not really been working. Passing it around the horn. Number 27 for the Aces looks to get around number 22 for the Rams. The pass there. And the shot saved by Nate Johnson. Nate Johnson having an excellent, excellent game so far. The goals that he's allowed have been really any goalie would have let those in. And he's made some great saves for the Rams so far today. The ref's blowing that play dead. Let's see what the call is. And the Aces start with it. Number 22, Henry Bard. Once again, if you hadn't joined us for the first half of the game, 22 for the Aces, Henry Bard, is committed to Duke University for lacrosse, major lacrosse program there. So, and yet he has been somewhat silenced by the Rams so far, with just 4 goals for their entire team. The defensive job for the Rams has been pretty stellar so far today. And right as I say that, of course, announcer's bad luck, the LM Aces do score.
Lower Merion goal scored by number
And
24.
it was scored by
Alonso.
number 24, Luke. And with that goal, that brings the score back up to 6-5. Not back up, excuse me, but the deficit back only to 1 for the Aces. Now, number 25, Evan Prince, once again taking the face-off. And fighting for the ball there, both sides. Multiple players. And still, no one has possession. Still a loose ball, but it looks like the Rams will try to pick it up. And eventually they do. Running down the field. Oh, but it gets taken away by LM. And LM up with it. A lot of green space out there for the LM offense. And with a minute left here in the third quarter, neither side is looking to give up any goals like the Rams did at the end of last quarter. So hopefully they'll be able to get a stop here, not allow another goal that would tie up the game. Oh, and a bad pass there from the Aces. But number 31 for the Aces is able to recover and make a nice move to split the defenders. Drives in, gives the pass. Great save there by goalie Nate Johnson. The Aces try again, unsuccessfully. And Nate Johnson picks up the ball for the Rams. Runs out there, escapes a couple of defenders. Finally gives it off to his teammate. And the Rams driving in now. The pass is errant, but that'll be the end of the third quarter. The score being Harriton 6, LM 5. Stick around for the fourth quarter of HHS TV's coverage of the Harriton LM boys varsity lacrosse game. We'll be right back. We'll be right back on HHS TV's coverage of the Harriton LM Boys Varsity Lacrosse game. Welcome back to HHS TV's coverage of the Harriton LM Boys Varsity Lacrosse game. The score now, Rams 11, Aces 6, with less than 5 minutes left in the game. If you're the Aces, you can't be feeling great about your chances. Not only have the Rams scored 5 goals in this quarter alone, but you're also going up against Nate Johnson, who has just had a stellar night all around. So it'll be tough to try to come back. And the Rams team still trying to have their foot on the gas, playing pretty aggressively. And the Rams do pick it up. They get it to Josh Smith, gives it to Lachlan Northington, who scores for the goal. A nice setup there between the two. The goalie stood little chance, and with that, the score now 12-6 in favor of the Rams. If that goal doesn't put it away, well, there is still 4.5 minutes left. But again, LM has not been able to get into a groove this quarter, unlike the Rams, who have really just had a very, very impressive quarter, doubling their total from 6 at the beginning of the quarter to 12, with still close to 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. And the draw there, the Rams pick it up. They give it to Evan Prince, who takes the shot, and he scores! Wow, what a shot there from Evan Prince. Beats the goalie from about 20 plus yards out. Quite impressive there. And with that goal, the score now, Rams 13, LM 6. What a heartbreaking goal there for the Aces. I mean, Evan Prince has been on all night. And with that goal, really, you can't have an answer for that. He took the shot from over 20 yards out, and yet was still able to get it in the goal. The whole play was really by himself, and now it'll be Harriton possession as they look to set up. Perhaps now they might look to take more time off the clock with just over 4 minutes left. Seems like the Rams can wind this one down and hopefully come out of the Ferg turf with a W. But looks like they're still looking to get another shot off. And they do! Number 11, Josh Smith, again with another goal. I believe that's his third of the day, giving him a hat trick. So with that goal, the Rams now have 14, LM 6, so more than double. LM losing by 8 goals, now less than 4 minutes left. I'm pretty confident that that is the icing on the cake for this game, and as we can see, some of the starters being taken out by Coach Ranieri. He's sending in his subs. We'll look to see if LM does the same soon, realizing their fate. But as of now, the LM team will continue to fight as evidenced by this one right here. But again, saved by goalie Nate Johnson. Tosses it to the wing. Not able to corral it there is the Rams team. Now trying to get just one goal. No, says Rams goalie Nate Johnson, who passes it out. And the Rams driving down the field now. The number 4, Lachlan Northington, makes a couple of nice moves on the LM defender and gets a nice, gives a nice pass there. But LM is able to take possession. And the flag was thrown there by the ref. But he picks it up. And the LM Aces with the ball now, trying to set up, but again, as we've seen so far this game, the LM approach has been set up, take your time, wait for the shot to come to you. And with just about 2 minutes left, and as I say that, of course, they score. Great commentating. But anyway, score now 14-7. The Rams still double the LM Aces score. But again, it'll be interesting to see if LM gets the ball back, what they'll do on offense. Because as we've seen throughout this game, their approach has been very much so make the passes, spread the offense, wait for the shot to come to you, not the other way around. And with about 2 minutes left in the game, it'll be hard for them to try to execute that offense and try to come back into this game. But again, the LM coach still has number 22, Henry Bard, out there, so that shows that he's not emptying his bench, at least for now. And Bard taking the shot there, off the post, goes high into the air, and just now comes down. And it'll be taken by LM. And passing it back out there. So the Aces being more assertive on offense than we've seen before, but yet still have not taken a shot. And there it is. And there's another goal for LM by number 24, Luke. And that brings the LM goal total to 8. So the Rams still have a 6-goal lead. And it looks like some of the players are being subbed out. So it looks like Coach Ranieri will continue to empty his bench, as even with these 2 recent LM goals, he still feels confident with less than a minute 30 left in the game. But yet, we don't see that from the LM side. And seems to be a penalty there, as both refs saw it. And fights back is Evan Prince. And finally, the refs have to call it. But the fans loving it here. And even more of the Harriton starters are coming out. But this aggression here from senior Evan Prince on that play was really held a special place in the heart of the Rams fans, but it will still be Harriton possession here, and it looks to be Josh Smith taking the ball for the Rams. A little over a minute left in the game. And now it looks like the LM Aces will look to somewhat empty their bench as a few new players are coming in. Josh Smith giving the pass there. And the LM defense trying to be aggressive as possible. And in fact, it seems as though LM has subbed out their starting goalie for number 35. It's unclear whether the goalie was subbed out just as part of the emptying of the bench or whether he was in fact benched by the LM coach, as the fourth quarter has not been his quarter. And shot there. Doesn't go for the Rams, but they will maintain possession with 40 seconds left in the game. And you can really feel the excitement building on the Rams sideline as well as in the stands with the fans. I am great at rhyming. And LM here with the open shot, and they take it. And that'll be another one for the LM Aces. With that goal, that'll bring the score to 14-9. So I'm sure Coach Ranieri not happy about the recent goals that his team has given up, but overall in the fourth quarter, I mean, taking his team from 6 goals to 14, really a great feat for any team with less than 20 seconds now left on the clock. If the Rams do in fact get possession, it'll be interesting to see if they look to try to run out the clock. But again, junior Henry Bard, number 22 for the Aces, still out there. And the Rams will pick up the ball. And number 7 running around with it. And looking for anything. And that's the end of it. The Harriton Rams, elated for this win, gathering around goalie Nate Johnson. The energy is palpable. Even with this small crowd, you can really feel the excitement of this team. Such a hard season for both sides, but the Rams able to come out victorious. A great game all around from everyone involved, and I'm sure that this will be a special one and in the memories of everyone here today. From HHS TV, I'm Eli Feldman. Thanks for tuning in, and what did I say? Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.